He'll start the return inside his 5. Just keeps moving. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The lone back's got it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Quickly out to the tight end. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Williams will pass. Finds his man. It's Lawson. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Washington coming to the line with another first down. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The hand to the running back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Calls his own number. There he goes. Rams him with the stiff arm. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook, everything I have to use. I like all these.
And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
The Huskies are rolling down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Bringing the heat. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that 3rd down.
Touchdown, Huskies! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. An 84-yard drive there, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give is to Williams. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Right back to the well. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. To the air. It's Applewhite. Under fire. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And the Red Raiders will have it 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Red Raiders will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. With the catch, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the ground with the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll leave it with him. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Give to the running back. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Williams will pass. The quick out. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Really good coverage by this defense. That they were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
This is a designed run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Williams looking for a man. It's caught. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
And it's no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Red Raiders are in the hurry-up. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab, it's Hudson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Tries to get it on the ground. Out, another broken tackle. Still on his feet at the 45. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Right back to the well. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Williams will pass. Quick completion on the out route. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Harris. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the 2nd half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is
turning it on. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. The Red Raiders in the hurry up. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Snags it over the middle. And the Red Raiders have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the 1st down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Glenn. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys could go sideline to sideline, but they could also blitz. This guy can do it all.
He leaves it with his back. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
He's tackled at the 23-yard line.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try.
Number 14 on the field goal.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Texas A&M is totally getting wrecked today. You bring Johnny Football back here in his prime, and even he wouldn't change the outcome of this one. They're trailing by 21 to SMU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Gaines. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. He'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
I'll tell you, this is a guy, a quarterback, that I trust throwing the ball on fourth down, and I trust him running the ball on fourth down, too. Go with the option. Let him make the right read. He does. Calls his own number. His athleticism takes over. They pick up the first.
Now on the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Oh, they're after him. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
They'll throw it from the red zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over him.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Here's the handoff. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Red Raiders will hustle for the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Breaks the tackle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for space. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
Here comes the 2-point try. They'll go with a direct snap. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Washington, Sept.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Clark. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Elridge. Can't get him to the ground. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Williams will pass. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
A run for the quarterback. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Absolute shank. Missed it. An opportunity to really build this lead goes by the boards, but it's still a 19-point game. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. Out of bounds at the 34-yard line as they come out of their own territory with a vengeance. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Harris. Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Throwing right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Takes it back to the 26-yard line as they come up with a big interception there. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Shakes off the defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Red Raiders come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Try to get it to the edge. He breaks a tackle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Red Raiders want to move quickly. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Leaves it with the running back. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
I talked to coaches this week. That's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And the Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Both of these teams are